Gosh dang it, Dylan, of course you forgot you had basketball practice and now you can't get online to help me grind money. If you also happen to be a solo warrior out there in GTA Online, this is the video for you. In this video, I'm gonna guide you through the best solo methods to make money, from the simpler ones you don't really need anything for, to the more complicated ones, which hopefully I can make it not so complicated for you in this video. Let's start with the basics. We're gonna do this organized, once again, as basic as it gets to start off. Oops, that's definitely not how you want to start off. But first thing, go inside the Diamond Casino and Resort. Go inside the casino. First thing to possibly make some money is just doing the daily spin at the casino. It's super simple. Just go to the casino, go up to it, press right D-pad, and then go in circles with your left stick, and then it's gonna spin the wheel, and hopefully we can make at least a bit of money here. Yesterday I made 30,000. This time we're not gonna get money, unfortunately. We got some RP, which is good, but this is a chance to get some money out of pretty much nothing. That's something you want to try your luck in just to start this thing off. We're gonna move on to something a bit more serious, which you are gonna need a CEO office for. A lot of people have a CEO office. If you don't have one, definitely invest in it. For this next solo method, we're gonna need to register as a CEO. Once you register as a CEO, this is one of my favorite type of quick missions. It can make you a decent amount of money, especially for how quick they are. So go inside the CEO menu, go into VIP work. You can even do these in invite only sessions if you don't want to risk anything, but I personally like to go for Sightseer, Hostile Takeover, or Headhunter. Those three are my favorite to do. I'm gonna go for Headhunter. It's really straightforward, so just press on it and then start. And now we have a couple targets to take out. A good vehicle is gonna help you out a lot with this. So see, now I could just lock onto it, light it up with a couple rockets, and hopefully blow it up quick. This vehicle takes a few rockets. There you go. That's one target down right there. Now we have three more. A weaponized helicopter, an oppressor, or just some sort of fast vehicle to get you quick from point A to point B is gonna make this so much easier, so definitely make sure you have one of those. I'm only gonna showcase some of these just because I don't want to make this video like half an hour long. There is another target right there we can take down. That's target number 2. Some of these I'm just gonna briefly explain to you how it works and hopefully make it as simple as possible, and some by actually doing it if it's a quick one. But let's say if it's doing the Cayo Perico heist, I mean, that is a bit too long to show you guys right now. Let's take out this final target. We do have a timer, but you should be able to complete it long before it ends. I mean, we have almost 13 minutes left. There you go. And that's how you make a quick $41,000. That only took a few minutes. 41K in a few minutes is definitely pretty freaking good. If you do them efficiently, they're really worth your time. For the next one, you're gonna need a bunker. So with the recent DLC, when you go inside your bunker, you're gonna notice this truck sitting here, and it's basically a daily mission you could do, which you can get $50,000 by doing, and it's a very easy and straightforward one as well. So go up to the truck, press right D-pad, and then the mission will start. It's basically just delivering ammunition to an ammunition store. It's extremely easy, and 50K is a great payout for how simple this mission is. It's going to be randomized which ammunition store it is. Sometimes it's going to be really close, sometimes it's going to be a little farther. I got a little bit of a farther one, but I'll see you guys once I get there. And after a little road trip, just go inside the yellow circle, deliver the ammunition, and that should be an easy 50K right there. Easy $50,000, only took a couple minutes. Once again, a fast mission getting us a decent amount of money. That's what we like to see. Now let's move on to the next one. For this next method, we're gonna register as a CEO, and make sure you have the cargo warehouse. It is tied to the CEO office if you don't have one. For those that don't have one of these warehouses, just go on the computer in your CEO office and buy one. You can buy either a small, medium, or large. Obviously, the larger the warehouse, the more cargo you can store in there. And then at the end, by having more cargo in your warehouse, you can sell it for more as well. Not only is this method solo, but it is semi-passive too. When you go inside the cargo warehouse, you're gonna see a nice lady by the name of Lupe. Go up to her and press right D-pad, and then you're gonna see just one option to source special cargo. It's gonna cost you $7,500, but it is well worth it, and you're gonna make about double this, if not more than that, when you eventually fill up your warehouse and then sell all the cargo. So we're gonna source it, and then once you source it, she's gonna walk out of here, and then after a full day in GTA Online, which is is 48 minutes IRL. After that time passes, you're gonna see you have some cargo in your warehouse. Now, when you source it, it's gonna be randomized how many cargo crates you get. It's either gonna be 1, 2, or 3. Sometimes you're gonna get only 1, and sometimes you're gonna be a bit more lucky and get 2 or 3. You obviously wanna get 3 crates so you fill up your warehouse faster and you get more money that way and you save time. So that's all about getting lucky. But even if you get only 1 crate source every single time, you're still gonna make a good profit no matter what, because essentially you're buying the cargo and then selling it for more than you bought it for, so you're making money that way. A lot of this game turned into spending money to make more money. You can manually source crates as well at the same time. That's also through the computer in the CEO warehouse, but you can do both simultaneously, I think. Either way, just fill up the warehouse, sell it at the end. You're gonna need to drive a truck or 2 or 3 depending on how much cargo you're selling. You're just gonna need to drive it to a destination to deliver it, or sometimes it's gonna be a boat, but it's just like a simple delivery mission, really nothing too crazy, and you can do it in an invite only session so you don't get griefed. Next up are gonna be security contracts via your agency. If you don't have an agency, it's a very good property for money overall. You have security contracts. There's also the contract heist itself, which can get you $1 million, although it takes a good amount of time to do. And you have the safe right there, which could get you passive money. The more security contracts you do, I'll talk a little bit more about that in a sec. When you go inside the computer, you're gonna have 2 tabs. Obviously, we're gonna focus on security contracts. You can see how many you've completed and your total earnings from it as well. I got more than $2.5 million from doing these, and I've only completed 28. That tells you how good this thing is. When you open up this tab, you're gonna get 3 different contracts you can choose from, and you can see the payout on the bottom right as well. This one gives you 50k, this one is 37, and then this one is 31. You can see the level of difficulty as well. Specialist and Specialist Plus are the most difficult, so I'm just gonna go for Pro. Ideally, you wanna go for the highest payout one, but it's not gonna be as easy, obviously. It's a pretty good payout, like the VIP work and the delivery mission via the bunker we did. These missions are a little different from them though. As I said, the more of these contracts you do, the higher your passive income with the agency is gonna be, so it's kind of a win-win situation. You're making money by completing the contracts, and at the same time, you're increasing the passive money payout you get each day in GTA Online. Right now, I only have $5,000 waiting for me in the safe, but I did collect, I think, like 60,000 before this, so it's a nice way of getting some passive money as well. If you get to grinding 200 security contracts, that's gonna be $20,000 each day, which isn't a ton, but over time, you're gonna notice it's actually a nice little bit of money, considering you really don't have to do anything to get the passive money. You just play GTA Online, and as time passes, you're basically making money from thin air. Next one is gonna be inside of the Nightclub, and this is a pretty interesting one. It's definitely a bit different than everything we've talked about so far in this video. With this one, we're gonna strictly talk about the passive income side of it. Basically, what's powering this one is all the other businesses you have in the game. We have these 5 different technicians we can hire. So far, I only have 1, but honestly, I'm gonna hire this guy as well. It's gonna cost you a bit of money to hire these. That's why this method is a bit deep into the video. You're gonna need to spend some money to make money with this one. It can get up to $50,000 each in-game day, which is a lot. I mean, imagine just playing the game casually, a couple days go by, and then you have $250,000 just to collect from passive money. That's very, very good. So the more businesses you have in game, the more you'll be able to utilize this. I don't have that many businesses right now, so if you're someone that's running a lot of businesses in the game, you can hire technicians for these different goods, and that's gonna make you more and more passive money each day. But once again, you're gonna need a lot of money invested already, so I would say this is a more advanced method, just because for this to be most effective, you would have need to have bought all these different properties and businesses, so that's spending money on those, and then on top of that, you have to spend money on hiring these technicians, and these upgrades can be really helpful as well, but as you can see, they're a couple $100,000 too, so this is definitely the big leagues here. Spending a lot of money to make a lot of money. You need a lot of money to make a lot of money with this method. Really, the last one I wanted to go over is the Cayo Perico heist, which is in the Kosaka submarine. If you have that, you can make up to a few $1,000,000 with it, but it does get repetitive, and it does have a few hour cooldown for it, so you can't do it back to back to back to back unless there's a glitch for it. Is it still a good money method though? Absolutely. We did talk a little bit about passive money making in this video. If you want to see a full guide on all of the best passive money making methods in GTA Online, click the video on screen now. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.